Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Bishop Ward Field for this afternoon's varsity baseball game between the Rockhurst Hawklets and the Bishop Ward Cyclones. And now here's the starting lineup for the Cyclones. Leading off, the playing shortstop, number 19, Todd Straboni. Batting second, the left fielder, number 20, Bishop Ward Cyclones are led by head coach Dennis Hurla and his assistant.
When I arrived here, I was blessed with a lot of good young players. It was fun. Yes, we had discipline, and yes, we won. But win or lose, there's always something good in everyone's life, no matter what. There's an opportunity to get even better. I had to discover what was most effective in order to get a person to see the light. And that's what I tried to, in my own way, point them towards that.
My son played for him, 3 state championship teams, including the undefeated season. He had a thing where never showing emotion on the field. He was hitting infield one time and that ball went under a player's glove. A couple minutes later he had doing push-ups and he said, "You're not doing these because you booted the ball, you're doing them because you dropped your head. That's not the Bishop Ward way." It was a program filled with excellence.
All 3 of our sons played for Coach Hurla, and all 3 were lucky enough that they all got to go to state. When my husband passed away, the sport he loved the best was baseball. And so when we were trying to decide what we would do as a contribution, we chose the baseball program because Coach Hurla was always such a very humble person, never asked for much, and gave so much of himself with everyone.
In the case of Mike Peterson, in his junior year, he had a deep bruise in his thigh. So the doctor said he can't play offense, he just could play defense. And he goes into that game and I could see right away he was mentally ready. I worried that the fact that he had that bad leg that maybe we shouldn't even play him. But he just played a great game on defense and we finally score with 2 minutes left in the game. And we needed the extra point to tie. So I looked at my assistant coach and I said, "Coach Minnis, you got to call this last play. We need this extra point." And all of a sudden he said, "Coach, I wouldn't worry about it. Mike's out there on the field." And of course we get a good snap and he boomed that thing through. I think he could have been on the 20-yard line.
Michael Peterson was my grade school football coach. The man is even more special than the player. There was times where I had doubts about my own abilities and he would just constantly encourage me. He gave me the confidence to grow as an athlete and have faith in my abilities.
Mike and I got acquainted and became very close friends when we taught together and coached at Rockhurst. I knew he'd been a great athlete here and gone on to Notre Dame. He expected a lot of himself. You know, it wasn't just that he was putting demands on kids. And I just admired the heck out of him for teaching a full load, coaching, and finishing a law degree. I don't know how you do that. He was sentimental about his kids, about Robin, the guys that played for us. I knew he became a lawyer and was doing local politics over here, you know. We did stay in touch over the years. He was way too young when he died.
He was the best all-around football player that I coached. Always sacrificed for the team. He would put out the effort and work to be successful. And that's why he did so many things during his life.
Would someone like to remind us where that invasion took place? Yes, Larry.
That was in Casablanca.
Very good, class. Let's go.
We had some great teachers here. Miss Hogan, I can remember. Sister Mary Faith. She was a guiding light, and there were many just like her. They've had an effect on our lives in great amounts. This was a community of immigrants to a large degree, and the dynamics of that development have gone on through the 6.5 decades we've been gone. It still serves the same general need and constituency of taking care of people who are trying to get an education. I was the first member of our family to go to college and graduate. The Catholic education acquaints you with, teaches you about, and brings you closer to God. That is an aspect of growing up that is critical. Those are lessons that are never lost.
Unless you know Larry Ward, you would not realize what a giant he is in the legal community in this town. His list of professional credentials is the type of things that everybody aspires to. Just Larry's done all of them.
He's got tremendous integrity. He always does the right thing. He's kind. Now, as a trial lawyer, he can be strong, and you never wanted to underestimate him. But truly, Larry has been a tremendous mentor, both professionally and as a person.
People used to say things like how neat it was that Larry Ward had a high school named after him, until they did the math and figured out he's got to be 130 years old.
I think the thing Larry's most proud of is his family. His family is everything to him. And as a role model in these times, it's exceptional.
When I arrived here working at Bishop Ward at a Catholic high school, it reawakened a lot of the things that in my faith that had become dormant. I was very fortunate to have that happen to me because it has strengthened my life tremendously. We all get busy, at least I did, and you worry about making money and making ends meet and doing this and doing that, and you lose sight of the valuable components that a life of faith can provide. You just don't know what you're going to be or try to do, but you've got to have that foundation, that opportunity when you're young to develop yourself with your faith leading the way. Bishop Ward has done that for over 100 years. Students, they are still seizing that opportunity. Everybody wants a chance. It all starts here.